Hello friends, let us now start the projections of solids. This is very much important topics under the engineering graphics because for almost all the branches that the actual objects having some details and to show that details on the piece of papers we are required to have the knowledge of the projections of solid. So basically we are have some definition of solid. So solid is nothing but it is the three-dimensional objects having the basic three dimensions: length, breadth, and thickness. The solid is particularly completely bound by a one surface or more surfaces. It may be the curved surface or the faces or plane. The shape of this solid is described by drawing its two principal views, that is called the orthographic views, and it is projected on the two principal plane. One is horizontal plane, it means the HP, and second one is vertical plane, it's called the VP. For some complicated solid we are requiring to draw additionally the side view also to estimate its total details. So ultimately, a solid is an aggregate of the points, line, and planes. And if we know that some basic projections method for the points, line, and planes, then it would be very easy to plot a projections of solids. Friends, the solids are basically classified in two main groups. One is polyhedra and the second is solids of revolutions. In polyhedra, the solid is bounded by the plane, it's called the faces, and this faces which meets in the straight line, it's called the edges. And this polyhedra are classified in further seven categories. There is the first one is the prism, pyramid, tetrahedron, cube or hexahedron, octahedron, dodecahedron, and icosahedron. Let's one by one we will discuss. There are we have to discuss only basic two types of solids. One is prisms and second one is the pyramid. So let us discuss about the prism. Friends, prism is under the category of polyhedra, and the special characteristics of prism is that it's having the two equal and similar faces, call it and or bases, and it is the parallel to each other, that is the main characteristics. These two bases are joined by rectangular faces. Here you can see here, this is the triangular prisms. It is classified based on the shape of the faces. Here you just see that this is the triangular faces, and this is the top base and this is the bottom base. So you just see that the top base and the bottom base are having the same shapes, as well as it is the parallel with each other. Then it is these two bays, top and bottom bays, are joined by this one is called the rectangular faces. So in this triangular prism, we are having the three rectangular faces. One, this is the two, and the back side one, it is the third one. And the center of the top base and the center of bottom base, which is connected by a imaginary line. It's known as the axis. So these are the notations, is for your informations. And the corner of base, top base and the bottom base, are joined by particular one line. It's called the edge. According to the shape of the base, prisms can be further classified into the various types. So first one, if we are having the triangular shape of the base, then it is called the triangular prism. If we are having the square base, then it's called the square prisms. If we are having the pentagon base, this is known as the pentagonal prisms. If we are having the hexagonal base, then it's called the hexagon prisms. You just see this one. Okay. But what is the common things, that each and every prisms having the rectangular faces will be there, and imaginary lines will be there. Depends on the base shapes, the number of rectangular faces will be varies exactly. Now next we will see the pyramids. So pyramids is nothing but, it is also classified under the category polyhedra, and it's having a plane surface as a base. This is the plane surface as a base. This is the triangular pyramid. So the base is the plane having the some particular shapes. It's a triangle over here. It's known as the triangular pyramid. So the it's having the plane surface as a base, and a number of triangular faces is meeting at the particular single points. Here you just see that there are the number of triangular faces is meeting at the particular single points. It's this single point, it's known as the vertex or apex. So friends, you can able to see over here how many triangular faces are there. This is the one, this is the second, and the back side is the, this one is third. So there are the three triangular faces are meeting at the single points. This is known as the apex. And again, the imaginary line which connecting the apex and the center of the base, it's known as the axis of pyramid. This is also notations for your information. According to the shape of its base, pyramid may be further classified into subcategories. If we are having the triangular shape of the base, then it's known as the triangular pyramids. If we are having the square base, then it's known as the square pyramid. If we are having the pentagonal base, then it's known as the pentagonal pyramids. If we are having the hexagonal base, then it's known as the hexagonal pyramid. But the same things, that in the all the pyramids we are having the triangular faces, while in the prism we are having the rectangular faces. This is the basic difference between the pyramids and prisms. Second thing, the prisms have two base, while the pyramids have the single base. Okay, so now we will discuss the next categories of solids. It's nothing but it is the solids of revolutions. So friends, why it's called the solids of revolutions? Because these kinds of the solids is generated while we just revolve any single geometries. That is why it's known as the solids of revolution. So let's discuss about here. When a solid is generated by revolutions of a plane or plane figures about a fixed line, then such solids are named as the solid of revolution. The basic names of these kinds of solid of revolutions are: one is cylinder, cone, sphere, ellipsoid, paraboloid, hyperboloid. Now in our cases, we will discuss the cylinders and cone. If we are having one particular plane figures or particular shape of the plane, we will rotate about one fixed line, then we will have some uh, shape of the solids. Let's discuss about that. If we are having a one rectangular plane, you just see this is the rectangular plane, okay, and we will just consider that this one edge of the rectangular is a fix, and now we will just try to rotate this rectangular about this edge of the rectangular, okay, longer edge of the rectangular. Then what happen? You just see that this will be rotated, and you just see that this is the form of the cylinders. This is the cylinder. So a right regular cylinder is a solid generated by the revolution of rectangular plane about its vertical side, which remains the fix. This one will remain the fix, and other part of the rectangle will be revolved about itself. So this is the cylinder is formed, and this is the imaginary base will be have the circular shapes. This is the bottom base and this is the top base. Now next friends, for the cone, if we are having the right angle triangle as shown in this figure, now if we just revolve this right angle triangular about the fixed edge or longer edge of the right angle triangle, then it will form, you just see this one is the generation of the curves. So this is the nothing but, if we just revolve the right angle triangle about its fixed longer edge, then it will form the cone. So a right angle circular cone is a nothing but it is the solid generated by the revolution of a right angle triangle about its vertical side. Okay, this vertical side will remain fixed. Okay, and this is the imaginary line which is joining the apex. This is called the apex, and center of the base, it's called the axis. So here the single base, while in the prism or cylinders we are having the two base, top and bottom, but here that is the single edge. This slant edge is nothing but it is the imaginary line, okay, or it's known as the generator line. Now let's discuss about the some important terms used in the projections of solid. One is edge or generator. Friends, for the pyramids and prisms, the edges are the lines separating the triangular faces. Here we just discuss about that. If we are having these kinds of the pyramids, okay. So what happened? This line, this line is separate the triangular face 1 and triangular face 2. It's known as the edge. It's known as the edge. Now second is this triangular faces and the bottom base. Okay, it is also separate by this line. So friends, as we discuss in this definitions, for the pyramids and prisms, the edge are the lines which separating the triangular faces or rectangular faces. In case of the prisms, there are the rectangular faces, and in case of the pyramid, there are the triangular faces. So this is known as the edge. Now for the cylinders, we have to use the word generator, not edge. Okay. In the case of pyramids and prism, we have to use the word edge, but in the case of the cylinders, we have to use the word generators. So in that cylinder, the generators are nothing but it is the straight lines. It's the straight line which joining the different points on the circumference of the bases with each other. It means if we just divide the top base in the 12 or 8 equal parts, and the same thing we just divide the bottom base of the cylinder in divide the 8 or 12 parts. So respective the part, that is the one part of the top base and the one part of the bottom base will be joined by one particular straight line, then it is known as the generators. Okay, fine. Now in the case of the cone, you just see that this is the cone and this is the base. These are the equal 8 part of this base. Now this is, suppose considering this is the first part, so it is connecting with the apex, so this called the generator lines. Okay, fine. Now let's discuss about the apex of the solids. In apex of the solids, so friends, keep in your mind that the apex of the solid is only available in cone and pyramids. Okay, when we discuss in the definition of the pyramid and definition of the cone, we know that it is only available in the cone and pyramids. Okay, so apex is nothing but it is the point where all the generators or edge will be meet at the single points. Here in the case of the cone, all the generators lines are meet at the one point. This is called the apex. While in the pyramid, all the A's are meet at the one single point. It's known as the apex. Okay, very good. Okay, while in the cylinders, you just know about, now we have discussed all the terminology, so you are very well aware about the different terminology. The center of two bases will be connected by the one imaginary line, it's known as the axis. The generator means the edge or a line which is connecting a circumference point of the two bases, then it's called the generators. These are the base, and in case of the prism, that is the triangular prism, these are called the face or base, and this is called the again rectangular face, and this one is the edge which is connecting the corner of the base. Now axis of the solid, okay, we have discussed in the earlier slides, that imaginary line which is joining the center of the base. Okay, in case of the prism, but in case of the cone and pyramids, the axis is nothing but it is the line joining the center of the base to the apex. Okay, very well. We have discussed this both the definitions in previous slides. Fine. Now one most important terminology is right solid or oblique solids. So what mean by the right solid? Friends, a solid having the axis is perpendicular to its base as shown in this figure. This is the base of the prism and this is the axis. So if the axis is perpendicular to the base, then it's known as the right solid. And the second one is the oblique solids. In these solids, when the axis of the solid is making some angle other than the 90 with the base, this axis is making angle with the base other than the 90, it's called the oblique solids. And third one is the regular solid. Regular solid means a solid which are having all the edge of the base, all the edge of the base, or at the end faces. In the case of the prism, there are the two base or end faces. It's called the end faces. So the base, top base or bottom base in case of the prism, and in case of the pyramids, this all the edge of the base are in equal length, then it's called the regular solids. Here we just discuss about some. Okay, so this is we just see that. Okay, okay, okay. Let's see in these figures. This is the one square base, right? Okay, तो स्क्वायर बेस के अंदर ये एज जो होती है, ये एज का डायमेंशन, दिस वन, दिस वन, दिस वन, दिस वन, the four edge of the square having the same dimensions or equal dimension, then it is known as the regular solids. Very good, fine. Now, okay, here we have discussed like that the edge of base or end faces are equal in the length, it's known as the regular solids. Okay, fine. Now, first term of solid. First term of solid means, friends, if we just having the full solid or full pyramids from the starting from the apex to base, while we just cut that solids by the cutting plane which is parallel to base, ये base जो है उससे parallel cutting plane होती है, उससे हम कट करते हैं पिरामिड को, and then the topmost portion जो कट हो गया, the topmost portion we will just remove it, and remaining that bottom portions, that bottom portion is known as the frustum of pyramid. Frustum of pyramid. Same, we can just consider the one cone and we just cutting with the horizontal cutting plane which is parallel to base. Then remove the top portions after cutting, and then remaining portions, bottom portion, is known as the frustum of cone. Now next is the truncated solid. Truncated solid is nothing but, in previous case, that is the first term of solid के अंदर हमने कटिंग प्लेन को पैरेलल रखा था बेस से. Now in the truncated solid we have to incline cutting plane with the base. Okay, कोई भी कॉन है या कोई भी पिरामिड है, okay, so we just cut it with the inclined cutting plane with the base line and remove the top portion after the cutting, and remaining the lower portion, it's known as the truncated solid. Okay, so friends, thank you to listen carefully these lessons. This will be very much helpful for you to identifying the various important terminology of various types of the solids like prisms and pyramids. And based on this various terminology, you may be identifying some positions of the solids with respect to its age, with respect to its axis, with respect to its base. Thank you. If you are like this video, and if you just feel this video is very much helpful to you, then do not forget to subscribe my channels. Thank you.